What is going on, YouTube people? Well, we had a nice day at the local show today. This Saturday was my local show, and then I swung by the LGS as well. And I loaded up. Spent $1,400 on Prismatic and 151. Picked up this sealed. This is a completely sealed booster display of 151. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I have a bunch of the loose bundles, but I had not had a sealed display. Picked this up for 600. And then one of the vendors at my local show basically goes around and clears out all the retail everywhere. He had 15 prismatic booster bundles. He had them stickered at $70 a pop. We negotiated. I got him down to 55 and took the entire lot. So it ended up being $825 for 15 of them. And then my local LGS, I had one pre-ordered at retail that I picked up as well on my way home from the local show. And with that, I actually think I'm done with Prismatic. I mean, unless I find it at MSRP, I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at right now when it comes to Prismatic Evolution. So now it just goes, throw it on the shelf and forget about it for a little bit. I currently have 2 sealed cases of surprise boxes, a open case of surprise boxes, and a open case of binder collections, and now 16 booster bundles, and I'm good. Oh, and 4 ETBs. Now, like I said, if they put up stuff at MSRP, if I get lucky on an online restock, or Pokemon Center throws up PC ETBs or even regular ETBs, I'll go ahead and snag some. But that's the only way I'm probably buying more Prismatic at this point in time. I have no real need to pay secondary market prices anymore. I felt okay getting these at 55 a pop. And that is the power that you could sometimes have on release weekend, or if you're willing to buy in bulk and pay in cash. From this person's perspective, they bought these for probably, let's call it $30 with tax from wherever they snagged them from. And they made a quick $25 per profit by moving them to me all in one shot versus trying to sell them off $70, 65 a pop, slowly but surely over, the course of maybe a whole show or maybe a couple of shows or maybe a couple of weeks. They don't want to hold on to this stuff. They just want to move it. So I played the game and negotiated with the air quote dirty scalper and acquired a bunch of inventory. And I'm perfectly okay with that. This deal came together with a longtime viewer of the channel / friend of the channel, a dealer that I've talked to for years now that we've done a bunch of deals with over time. He had one come his way. He didn't need it. He DM'd me and said, "Hey, are you interested in this at this price?" And I said, "Sure." Pretty decent price. 600 for a sealed display is about going rate for a cash deal. And I'm happy to add one. I have 4 open displays. And now I have a 5th with sealed booster, or a sealed booster display. I also, while I was at the show, Target restocked, and I got the notification and snagged 3 151 booster bundles on the Target restock at MSRP. So I have those coming as well. And once again, I'm pretty much done with 151 now. I feel very secure with what I have. A bunch of booster bundles. Unfortunately, I don't have any ETBs. I just missed the boat on that one early on. I'm not willing to pay the 200 and some bucks that they go for now. If they fall into my lap on an MSRP restock somewhere, which I highly doubt, I'll gladly grab more. But I'm just not looking to pay secondary market prices on those. Right now, my focus is on what do the reprint stuff come out at, specifically Surging Sparks. I'm pretty good on all the other ones. I already have a bunch of Paldea Evolved. I have cases of all the other sets. I have a bunch of Surging Sparks too. I just think that's the best set of the bunch. Journey Together, I'm happy with where I'm at on Journey Together. I have a handful of PC ETBs coming for Journey Together, and I have one booster box case secured at a pretty decent price. So I am pretty good in that. So when it comes to current Pokemon investing, I feel fairly set at the moment in regards to needing to buy. Once again, if a deal comes along, I'll go ahead and dive in. My next real maneuver when it comes to Pokemon stuff, I have a stack sitting here of raw to send in for grading. So this will be going off to PSA fairly quickly here. It's 20 cards. It's enough for a bulk order. I just kind of keep putting it off because I have like random things coming in the mail. And I'm like, I want to look at this. I have a card getting delivered on Monday that I want to take a close look at because I may want to include it in with this order, potentially at a higher service tier, but it will save me on shipping, getting it out there. So I want to take a look at that once I get that in hand and see what that looks like, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, happy with the stuff that I picked up. And like I said, if you're looking for Prismatic, specifically booster bundles, this is probably a decent week to try to get them, as we discussed in yesterday's video, with all the inventory dumping the market and the prices kind of crashing. I don't see them going much below $60, honestly, because when you do the pack price, they're going for $10 to $13 a pack. You get 6 packs in there. You know, that's easily puts you over $70 right off the get right there. So you're not going to find super crazy deals on these. And as these dry up, these will start to creep up in price a little bit because these will get a little bit of a premium, usually over loose packs. So we'll see where things will go from there. As always at the local show, the Pokemon tables were extremely busy. The sports card tables were also busy. It was a very, very busy show. This was the Hartville Flea Market. And it was pretty packed today, especially considering the weather kind of sucked. It was only 30 degrees out. The outside of the flea market isn't really, bopping yet. The inside was pretty busy, and a lot of it was card show traffic. People buying singles, people buying sealed, all sorts of stuff. So overall, really, really good show. And from a sealed perspective, this should slow down my buying for a while. I got to get all this stuff logged in to my spreadsheet and then get it off to its various storage locations and places to stash it for the long term. So let me know. Did you hit any shows this week? I actually have one of the guys that runs the shows up in Cleveland is doing a Pokemon specific show in April that I will be looking forward to check out. That'll be a Pokemon /TCG only card show. I think it'll be probably around 50 to 80 tables, maybe. I forget how many they squeeze in that room. It'll be up in Broadview Heights. So I look forward to checking that out just to see how, because it's weird right now. We get this crossover of sports card shows with Pokemon kind of mixing in. How busy or how crazy does a full-on Pokemon show get compared to what I'm used to seeing for sports cards? So I'll be very interested to check that out. I should mention, I did also sell some stuff last weekend at another card show. I had some boxes of Japanese 151 that I was into for about 80 or 90 bucks that I sold to a local dealer for like 110 a box ish. I probably could have got more for them, but basically I wanted to try to get as close to 600 as possible. I got 550 for them. I probably could have listed them on eBay or something and got more, and dealing with all the eBay fees and all that nonsense. But I wasn't looking to make a killing on it. I just wanted to make a slight profit. Essentially what I wanted to do was cash out of those 5 151 Japanese booster boxes, and I got 550 for them. I wanted to try to cover the price of this. So essentially I traded those for this. Is the way that I'm kind of viewing it. I sold those specifically to, I could have afforded this either way, but I kind of wanted to move out of the Japanese 151. That was all that I had for Japanese boxes and kind of focus more on the English. So I sold that and basically used that 550 to end up buying these. So essentially a nice little trade there. I had to kick in an extra $50 on top to cover the difference on this. So that's all I got. As always, curious for your thoughts and comments down below. Did you pick up anything cool this week? And have you been hitting any shows? Shows is where you can get a lot of good deals done, especially on sealed, if you're willing to pay cash and you're willing to buy in bulk. Catch boys and girls on the next one. Peace.